Jennifer Lopez turns 56 in style, a glittering birthday, a fresh chapter, and a celebration of self. Under the soft glow of Turkish summer skies, Jennifer Lopez, global superstar, style icon, and multi-talented performer, marked her 56th birthday with an undeniable flair for drama and elegance. Dressed in a dazzling backless silver gown that shimmered like liquid moonlight, the on-the-floor hitmaker not only captivated the crowd gathered for her tour stop but also made a quiet yet powerful statement about reinvention, resilience, and the art of moving forward. For Lopez, this birthday was more than just another candle on the cake. It symbolized her first celebration since finalizing her divorce from actor and filmmaker Ben Affleck, closing a chapter that had once captured the world's attention as a real-life Hollywood love story. But true to her spirit, J.Lo didn't retreat into melancholy. Instead, she chose to step into the spotlight with a renewed sense of confidence, grace, and an unapologetically bold embrace of her sensuality. On Instagram stories, Lopez gave fans an intimate glimpse into her celebration. Between the lavish three-tier birthday cake and the enthusiastic audience, the true highlight was her performance itself. The singer danced freely, hips swaying, curves accentuated by the sparkling fabric that clung perfectly to her figure. All the while, she lip-synced to her newly released track, Birthday, its lyrics cheekily underlining the vibe of the night. Name on top of the cake, it's my birthday / I'ma make this famous *** shake, it's my birthday. Her fans, who have followed her journey from the streets of the Bronx to the glitzy stages of Las Vegas and the silver screen, knew this was classic J.Lo, equal parts fierce and playful, turning personal milestones into moments of empowerment. A dance of liberation. Lopez's choice of song and dress wasn't coincidental. The silver gown, backless and body-hugging, was as much a fashion statement as it was a symbolic shedding of the past. It reflected her philosophy of transformation, turning heartbreak into art, vulnerability into power. Observers couldn't help but notice how her dance moves during the performance were more risque than usual, spins and hip rolls that felt defiant, yet celebratory. It was as if Lopez were reclaiming her own narrative, rewriting it not as a woman defined by romantic chapters, but as an artist who has always found strength in reinvention. Fans flooded social media with praise. "She's glowing like never before," wrote one user. Another remarked, "You can feel her energy, she's free." The end of Ben Affleck 2.0. Of course, the subtext behind this celebration wasn't lost on anyone. Just months earlier, Lopez and Affleck, once the world's most talked about couple, quietly ended their marriage. After Lopez filed for divorce, the process concluded on January 6, 2025, with the legal split becoming official on February 21, 2025, following a required 6-month waiting period. Their union had always been a subject of fascination, ever since they rekindled their early 2000s romance in 2021. For fans, the reunion was a fairy tale, two stars separated by time, reunited by love. Yet, behind the glossy magazine covers and red carpet photos, their relationship reportedly faced familiar struggles, balancing demanding careers, media scrutiny, and personal differences. Sources close to the couple hinted at tensions long before the divorce papers were signed. On her 55th birthday, Lopez had thrown a lavish Bridgerton-themed party, complete with period costumes and ornate decor. Yet Affleck was notably absent, despite the public still believing the marriage was intact. Paparazzi captured him in Los Angeles the day prior, wedding band still on his finger, a quiet hint that all wasn't as it seemed. The art of the comeback. Lopez, however, has never let personal setbacks define her. From past heartbreaks to professional challenges, she's turned each obstacle into fuel for her artistry. After splitting from Affleck, she dove into music, dance, and performance, pouring raw emotion into her new tracks. In interviews, Lopez has alluded to the idea that birthdays aren't just celebrations of aging, but milestones of growth. "I've always believed that the next chapter can be your best one," she shared in a past interview. "Life is about learning, loving, and staying open no matter what happens." That spirit was evident in Turkey, where fans gathered not just to see a pop star, but to witness a woman unapologetically stepping into her power. Her silver gown, catching every spotlight and camera flash, became a metaphor for the resilience that has defined Lopez's decades-long career. From the Bronx to global icon, Jennifer Lopez's story remains one of modern pop culture's most compelling. Born in the Bronx to Puerto Rican parents, she started as a dancer, rising to fame on the sketch comedy show In Living Color. Her breakout film role in Selena, 1997, earned critical acclaim, propelling her to Hollywood stardom. By the early 2000s, she had become a force in both music and film, pioneering the now common crossover path for artists. Her early hits like If You Had My Love and Waiting for Tonight made her a pop sensation, while her role in The Wedding Planner confirmed her box office appeal. Through it all, Lopez became known not only for her talent but also for her fashion choices. Often bold, sometimes controversial, always unforgettable. From the iconic green Versace dress at the 2000 Grammys to her latest shimmering birthday gown, her style has helped shape red carpet culture itself. A personal journey in the public eye. Yet Lopez's romantic life has often overshadowed her professional accomplishments. Her marriages, to Johnny Noah, Chris Judd, Mark Anthony and Ben Affleck, have played out under an unrelenting spotlight. Each time, media speculation ran rampant, with tabloids framing her as unlucky in love. But Lopez has consistently pushed back against that narrative, emphasizing her independence and her belief in love's possibilities. After all, each relationship brought not just heartbreak, but lessons that informed her music and acting. Her divorce from Affleck, though sad for fans invested in the Ben Affleck story, also illustrates Lopez's refusal to stay in relationships that no longer serve her growth. Instead, she channels the pain into creativity, emerging each time more focused and, paradoxically, more open-hearted. A birthday without apology. In celebrating her 56th birthday so publicly, and so boldly, Lopez wasn't just marking another year. She was sending a message, that women, no matter their age or past, can own their desires, their beauty, and their stories. The lyrics of Birthday, with lines like, throwin' all this money in they face, it's my birthday, feel less like superficial bravado and more like an anthem of self-celebration. Lopez isn't waiting for anyone else to validate her worth. She's dancing to her own beat. Fans, many of whom have grown up alongside her, see in Lopez a kind of reflection of their own lives. The breakups, the career pivots, the quiet nights of doubt, and the loud nights of triumph. Beyond the gown. Of course, the dress itself deserves mention. Silver, backless, floor-length, with intricate beadwork that shimmered under the stage lights. It wasn't just glamorous, it was daring, accentuating her toned physique and decades-honed confidence. Fashion critics hailed it as one of her boldest looks yet, praising the choice as both elegant and edgy, a balance Lopez has long mastered. For younger fans, it was a reminder that style isn't bound by age. For older fans, it was an affirmation that reinvention is always possible. The music continues. Looking ahead, Lopez shows no signs of slowing down. Rumors swirl of a new album, reportedly inspired by themes of freedom and rebirth, and plans for an extended tour. Sources suggest her creative energy has only intensified since the divorce, fueled by both pain and newfound liberation. In recent interviews, Lopez has hinted at projects blending music, film, and dance, a multidisciplinary approach she pioneered years ago, long before it became an industry trend. A universal story. At its heart, Lopez's birthday story resonates because it's about more than celebrity. It's about the universal experience of letting go, starting over, and daring to celebrate oneself even when life doesn't go as planned. In Turkey, as she twirled in her glittering gown, Lopez embodied not just glamour, but hope, that it's never too late to shine, never too late to love yourself louder than the world's doubts. The legacy continues. From sold-out concerts to philanthropic work and her ventures in beauty and fashion, Lopez's influence stretches far beyond music charts. As an entrepreneur, she's launched successful fragrance lines and a skincare brand built around the concept of ageless beauty, an idea she continues to embody. And yet, what perhaps makes Lopez so compelling isn't just her successes, but her transparency about struggle, her willingness to share moments of vulnerability, of heartbreak, and of starting over. The next chapter. As fans look forward to her upcoming projects, Lopez herself seems poised to write the most authentic chapter of her story yet. Free from past expectations, she appears ready to embrace life on her own terms, whether that means more love, more music, or simply more nights spent dancing under the stage lights. In the end, Lopez's 56th birthday wasn't just a party. It was a declaration of resilience, of beauty that defies time, and of a woman who, through heartbreak and triumph alike, continues to captivate the world, not by being perfect but by being unmistakably herself. And for that, millions will keep cheering, not just for the star she is, but for the courage she inspires in others to celebrate their own lives, their own stories, and yes, their own birthdays however and wherever they choose.